I think you need this winter to try out different training frequencies and different intensities. What is up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. No ASMR sip. Everyone complain in the comments. We want the sip back. I got the spritz though. Some intelligent neon. There are your noises. You gotta buy it to smell it. Link in the description. All right, today I'm going to be going into central nervous system differences between individuals using SARM, steroids, being in enhanced bodybuilding, and how you must play around yourself with how much you train. Overtraining theoretically could exist. Let's debate this one. I don't want to be the expert in this one. Everyone get hot on your keyboards and everyone fucking debate this one. So I'm gonna read the comment section because I'm about to change my training frequency going in these next couple months. I'll have Andrew throw up Mike Menser. I'll have Andrew throw up Sadiq. So Sadiq is a current classic physique, men's physique. He's an Olympian, and Sadiq trains high volume. Mike Menser, he trains low volume. I'll throw up my favorite Mr. Olympia of all time, Dorian Yates. He trains low volume. I'll throw up Branch Warren. He trains crazy high volume. What do we have to play around with here? The training frequency of how your strength adapted CNS is behaving as far as how it's recovering, how it's expanding. When you need to switch from myofibrillar training, I'll have Andrew throw up the myofibrillar training, and I'll have Andrew throw up the sarcoplasmic training. If you don't have an understanding that there's a difference between sarcoplasmic training, aka what you see all the little dorks on TikTok do, they never lift heavy, they have no strength volume, they have no density to themselves, they just take 2 grams of gear, you know, they pump around, they don't pay their dues. Sure, they get some sort of enhanced physique, it's not dense, it's not hard, there's no muscle maturity unless they're genetically gifted. And yeah, they just deflate after the cycle. Myofibrillar training, on the other hand, dense, hard tissue, it's not expanded. It's dense, hard tissue, it's not expanded, doesn't look good on camera, it doesn't pop, it's not bubbly, but it's hard and dense. And I'll have Andrew throw up Pete Rubish. On video, he looks like he could be a $170. In person, I've seen him. His neck is insane. He looks like 230 in person to my eyes. You would never talk shit, call him small in person, but you probably call him small online because he doesn't train sarcoplasmic training. I think you need this winter to try out different training frequencies and different intensities. We need to get away from all this high volume training in the fitness industry, and I will be doing it. But right now I have to train a bit high volume until my CNS recovers, but I will be going to low volume strength density work, and then I will be taking rest days and or doing something other than rotting in the gym with my life. You know, it's going to be great. I will be recovering on those rest days. I'll probably be training 4 days a week. When my strength is fully back, I think I'm going to do 4 days a week, and I'm going to go in there and I'm going to do what's called a reverse pyramid. So I'm going to do a reverse pyramid where I do little baby useless sets until I get to my working volume, and then I just spend it. I get manic and I spend it on 1 or 2 or 3 sets. That first set, I spend it. I give my central nervous system a new algorithm check on the amount of electricity it should be holding in the body for the next session. I do a couple back off sets and then I chase the pump. Then I'm done, right? I could do my cardio in the morning or the cardio after, but that's it. That's that high intensity training. That's not how most bodybuilders train these days because they're trying to avoid injury, and like most of them are genetically gifted and they do the high volume stuff. I'll have Andrew throw up a little bit of Hanny Rambod FST7. That shit's sarcoplasmic train. That shit works. Hanny's got all the champions under his belt for a reason. Makes perfect sense to me. However, I feel like a lot of guys are more hard gainers like me and could benefit from taking time outside the gym, feeding the body. Your body's growing outside the gym when you're recovering. But when you're in the gym, you're doing strength volume. You're loading up the fucking CNS, you're screaming, you're causing those neurochemical changes in the brain from your mood of getting up there, getting that it factor before doing the sets. I don't see much of that going on in the gyms, Andrew. I just see the broccoli hair kids like, I'm famous now. I just can't stand it no more. Like, nobody's training heavy. Like, when I go in the gym, I want to be motivated by some big dog. right? Training hard. I'm like, fuck. Russo the pussy in this gym. Russo not even cracking the top 10 of the totem pole in this gym. That's a fucking gym I want to be in. I don't want to be in a fucking gym with a bunch of broccoli hairs just like, 11, 12 perfect contraction. Okay, look at the pump. Like, bro, how much you bench? Oh, I do like 225 for a couple sets of like 15 to 20. I'm like, what's your like 5 to 6 rep range? Probably like, you know, at least above 315. Oh, I never touched 315, bro. I'm enhanced, man. I just chase the pump. No. You gotta juggle it. And I think most people these days need to build a significant strength volume and just take time off outside the gym. Once you got the big boy weights, you know, once I could shoulder press above 120 pounds, I really just gotta do 2 or 3 sets where I'm really reaching. I got my gym partner making sure it's as safe as possible while I'm doing that new set point on the central nervous system. The central nervous system is algorithm controlled. That's why lazy people, they deteriorate, they lose vibration, they fucking age faster. What's my intro, Andrew? Stay high all the time. We're vibrating high. We need to use that CNS to its advantage. We need to go in the gym on the gear to actually cause a central nervous system adaptation and not just pump it up. If you are at a point where your muscle is so dense, you have so much myofibrillar tissue and you're training like that every fucking day, that's probably overkill. That's probably overtraining. Maybe you could do like what I would used to do is I would do when I was crazy and training 6-7 days a week is I would know this. I just still needed to mentally train. So I would do like an arm day where I would just get a big old pump, sarcoplasmic it up, 30 minutes. That's it. Get my pump, look at my pump, take a pic, leave. Because I was training so heavy all those other days. I knew that if I trained heavy every single day, my body would never recover. My central nervous system's like, it's like a battery. It's like your iPhone battery. If you're using it all the time while you're charging it, it's charging slower. And you could even like, if it's like one of those, remember Andrew, like Apple will give you like a 5-watt power brick and charge it at like, you could like deplete the iPhone using it on the power brick they give you, right? You have to think of it like that. You can't be going in the gym all the time, training super heavy and expecting to recover. That's why powerlifters program their shit. But you can use powerlifting for bodybuilding, and Dorian Yates and Mike Menzer are the examples. I'm not saying high volume training is bad. High volume training is what is used at the top of the top. Those are genetically gifted guys, and they probably already have their strength base. They built their strength base 10 years ago, and now they're pumping up off their strength base, and they maintain it every once in a while. Not a lot of you guys on the other end of the camera actually have a good strength base, in my opinion. Like, are you squatting 405 for above 10 reps ass to grass? Easy. If not, you don't really have a good strength base, in my opinion, to be using grams, exogenous androgens in general. Because I can go look at natural powerlifters who can do that right now. You need to blend that together. And most of you need to go towards the low volume training, take more rest days, eat, relax, rest, Goku, rested all the time. When we see all these high volume guys, I won't copy it. When we see all these natty guys who are experts on training saying all this bullshit, I don't like, are they stimulating their CNS to cause a new set point to adapt to so they hold more electricity so the next time they come in, they get to the next set point? I don't know. But when you add in steroids, that's definitely something you should take into consideration, unless you already have that strength base built from either naturally building it before you use gear, what you're supposed to do, which nobody does no more, or you need to relax and think that, okay, I'm not a classic physique competitor that's so hyper fixated on this waist, right? You're not him. You don't have that born tapered waist that he's trying to maintain, and he's too scared to lift heavy. And we have Bumstead, out of all people, the GOAT currently, who still deadlifts to this day. All deadlifts are going to grow your waist. Bumstead still deadlifts. You can see it in his prep videos. He still deadlifts. That's a very dangerous movement for him. He's a very, most famous bodybuilder in the world, and that could compromise him with an injury. He's still doing it because it's a staple for him to maintain that central nervous system output. I will see you guys in my next video.